EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my boys' member. Last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Jackson on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Titans' 5-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
One more time with Dobbins. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Dancing to his left. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 13. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
All you got to do is look
and
it
he
up.
will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Minor pass for the extra point.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front.
Is good.
The extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And a very good return. They'll be set up well when we resume action in the second quarter. Second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete.
You got to love it, baby. Give me some more.
Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The tackle.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jackson now off the bootleg. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score. Ravens 38.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Free on the tackle. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Tennessee.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens add on. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
Makes the score. Ravens 45. Titans nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Titans.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
22-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
At the 13-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 13 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to take another shot here. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39.
Intercepted.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught at the 25. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Ravens 59, Titans nothing.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
A gain of 22.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tack McKinley in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Ravens.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Dobbins. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 42 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's
in this position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Second and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And this offense is running away with this one. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's the option. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. He's going to keep this again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
The extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
25-yard line.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback. Almost the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
For the extra point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a dump off here complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For number 33.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. And they take a knee.
Check, Mike 42. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. 42's the mark, 42's the mark. 60.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Ravens, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, this might wind up being a tough pill to